So the Democratic Party's DNC platform committee has been meeting this week, voting on things that they want to include in the 2020 Democratic Party platform to really showcase how Democrats are different from Republicans. And so far, they're off to a really, really horrible start. Here's what's happening with that DNC platform committee. I'm sure by now everybody's seen the stories, the news. Yeah, they voted against putting Medicare for all in their platform. That was Monday. Tuesday, they voted against supporting legalizing marijuana in their platform. These are two ideas, two policies that are actually broadly supported by a majority of Americans, including, obviously, a majority of people in their own party. Most people want these things. And the Democrats, who had nothing to lose, still said, no, we're not going to include that in our non-binding platform. These people compromise when there's literally no need to compromise. Like, you're talking amongst yourselves and you're still compromising with an invisible enemy. Oh, well, we can't offend this person or that person by doing it, so let's not do it. We don't want to scare people. No, this mythical person that you're afraid of offending doesn't exist. You know, the only group that the actual establishment Democrats don't give a shit about if they offend is progressives. Like, y'all go out of your way to offend progressives and piss us off. But, oh God, a moderate Republican housewife out in middle America, we can't do anything that's going to scare her. Okay, well, what about the millions of progressives over here? What about them? Kick them in the balls and see if they like that. That's what they get. That is what the Democratic Party is doing right now, and they've been doing it for years. Let's be honest about that. They had no reason to cave on these two issues, but they did it anyway. Because that's what Democrats do. And we saw it also not just with the DNC platform committee. We saw it with Congress. Even though we're facing an eviction crisis where millions of Americans are about to lose their homes, they're about to be evicted because they haven't paid rent in 3 months because they can't. Rather than put the eviction moratorium back in their coronavirus relief package, the Democrats said, well, we're not going to do that, but I'll tell you what, we'll give you legal aid. We'll give you money to hire a lawyer, probably. How about that? You're still going to lose your house, but you're going to make sure everything's on the up and up with it. That does absolutely nothing. As I pointed out on Twitter, that's like saying, well, we're not going to give you health care for all, but we will give you a free cell phone so you can call and haggle the price of your medical treatment. That's about as effective as these idiotic policies coming out of the Democratic Party. They're not in a position where they need to compromise. They hold all the friggin' chips right now. And they still can't figure out how to make it work. And they wonder why some people say, oh, well, I'm leaving the Democratic Party. Well, then I guess you're a Trump supporter. Now, you know what? Some people get pissed off when they have devoted their time, their effort, their money to supporting a party for decades that continuously goes against their own interests. I mean, we criticize Republicans for it all the time, right? Saying, how can you be a Republican when everything they stand for is against your own interest? Well, guess what? There's plenty of people who, with the Democratic Party, that applies to them too. We have tried for far too long to push these idiots to the left. And while we've succeeded in some areas, the one thing we have been unable to do is to get them to actually grow a backbone and to stop compromising when there is literally no need to compromise. But they're too damn frightened of offending a person that doesn't even exist. So instead, they're willing to piss off every single progressive instead.